Park Lane worldwide. Welcome to your news at noon, week 30, 21st of July. We have so many new stylists, so I want to introduce myself. My name is Tom Judson. I'm the international support guy that you get to see at least every week, and we've got big news, of course. The new style book coming into the fall 2022, just incredible. As are the designs, the Southern feel, that's US Southern feel. You could shoot that QR code and see it right now. Also, since we were together last week, we've announced our amazing new travel trip. Cabo San Lucas in Mexico is an incredible location at the very bottom of the Baja Peninsula. And these are your points, 64,000 points with 4 qualified recruits trip for 1 and 84,000, just one more recruit for 5, trip for 2. And the great news is that this week and then August, everything is counting like at least double. This is the last week, what comes in next week for your commission date, for triple credit on your own personal volume and double on all your new recruits, new stylists who come in. And it is just an incredible location. And more exciting news, the UK has their own incentive trip this year. They are going to Dalaman, Turkey. It's right on the Mediterranean, just an incredible Hilton all-inclusive resort, brand new. So it's really exciting that we're going great places around the world on Park Lane. And the decision just becomes, am I going to work for it? You've got a lot of great tools to make it happen. The Truffles Impression Bracelet continues as a style drop, 50 with a 40 purchase. You've got double bonus this week, this last week of July. You've also got double thank you gifts this last week of the July commission month, and 2 fast 50s on every qualifying show. When you're over 2,000 or more in any month, you qualify internationally for Rich Rewards Club Level 2, and this month's award is the incredible Embrace necklace. This is a product we first introduced 30 years ago that is now way in style and back in gold and silver. And not yet, but I think in the next day or so, look for the Essence bracelet, which is going to be a style drop, very unique, cool product. Hey, we did not have any winners for the Heart of Park Lane drawing, but continuing in the third quarter, if you advance, if you promote at any level, you were in a drawing for a genuine 14 karat gold garnet and diamond ring called the Heart of Park Lane. And the special promotion qualifications continue. And for just a second, I want to talk to stylists, because stylists, you need 4 recruits to win the trip, right? To be an area leader with these qualifications, you need to have 3 new qualified team members. And you, yourself, and those 3 team members need to sell in a commission month at least 5,000 or more, okay? Well, if you do the math, that's only about 1,000, 1,500 per person. And if you're working towards the trip, you could qualify to be an area leader. Why is that important? Well, number one, you're going to make an extra, every show you go do, you're going to make an extra $70. That's on an average show for doing the same thing you do now. And you get an override, comes from the company, not from your team members, but those 3 people you bring in, you also then get an override, a percentage on their full retail on what their business does. You make a lot more money for doing the same thing you're doing now. And if you're working towards that incentive trip, which I hope you all are, this is something that will just happen if we stay focused on that. Qualifications for the division level as well. And you are not going to see a new Style Boss news until August. That's next week. Begins the August commission month. You'll see the August Style Boss news. It's a 5-week commission month in the month of August. And we are in the last week of July. This is what comes in next week on your commission date. Then we're in August, and it is going to be exciting. And that takes us to recognition. We love to recognize our superstars around the world in Park Lane every Thursday on the news at noon. And we start with numbered recognition from our convention. Last week, that evening, we had our recognition. And First, we recognize the top 50 worldwide in personal sales. Number 21 in the company and number 1 internationally, of course, is Pamela Swanson, stylist from Blue Sky Sales in Canada. Thank you, Canada. You shone brightly in Sparkle this year. And then in the area leader category, there are 2 amazing ladies, and all 3 of these superstars weren't here last year. They weren't here last year at our last Sparkle convention. So it's exciting to see the great new success in Park Lane. The number 3 area in the entire company, and from the Maritimes in Canada and Enduring Elegance, Twyla Barnes. And the number 2 area in the company, also from Enduring Elegance, just amazing, is Shauna Olson. Congratulations to you 3. Thank you for carrying the banners for International. And that takes us to week 3 volume. It took at least $2,000 to get in that group. And remember, if you're playing with the triple credit, that's $6,000 in credit towards the incentive trip. Amazing. All of our top 10 had at least $2,000 in sales. Many of them have been very high in that $2,000 range. And that takes us to number 10 from the Park Lane Stars in the UK at 2,100, Cat Moyes. Number 9, also from the Stars in the UK, Ann Griffiths. Number 8, a stylist from Australia and the Park Lane Rebels, Sarah Templar. Number 7, from the Rebels, last week's guest trainer, Wendy Jabney. Number 6, from Australia and the Gorgeous Gems, Donna Cameron. Number 5, a stylist from the Park Lane Rebels in Australia, Susie Roberts. Number 4, a stylist from Australia and the Park Lane Rebels, Katrina Stemberger. Number 3, from Australia and the Rebels, Tracy Gage. Number 2, from Australia and the Rebels, Anita Morton. And number 1 this week, just shy of 3,000, which means she's got 9,000 in credit already towards her incentive trip from the Park Lane Rebels in Australia and the Melbourne area sales vice president, Dale McKenzie. Dale, congratulations in all of our top 10. Again, next week, another big week, because you get triple credit on everything. And it's amazing that what you do now at the beginning really will pay big dividends when we're at the end. That takes us to our 1-minute training. Hey, I wanted to talk this week just briefly about something that I know we're all talking about, or at least thinking about, and that's offering the Park Lane opportunity. I want to give you 7 reasons people do this, but first I want to read you 3. They're life rules that I apply in my own life. Number 1, if you don't go after what you want, you will never have it. If there's something you want and you're not willing to take steps towards it, you just won't have it. Number 2, if you don't ask, the answer will always be no. How many times in our head do we think about, well, they won't do it because of this or that? You don't know. We don't know. I don't know. I still don't know what people will say. You do not know until you ask. And if they say, no, that's the worst thing that could happen, and is that okay? Yeah. There have been thousands of people tell me no over the years. And number 3, if you do not step forward, you'll always remain in the same place. And we talk about that. When you hear something good that inspires you, take a step in that direction. That's all it takes, and you will not be in the same place. Now, why do people join the business? Listen, we assume they love the jewelry. If they're in your sphere of influence, they're VIP, they're in a mega party, they at least like the jewelry. So you don't have to put that reason in there. These are reasons that, very personal reasons in people's lives that they may be interested in Park Lane. And these are things to listen to. These are clues. If you know these and you listen, you'll hear clues. And it's easy then to just talk to them about Park Lane. They want to gain their time back. They want financial freedom. They want to get out of debt. They have credit cards. They need to support their family in lots of different ways. Being there with time, extra income, all those things. They want to work from home. They need to make an extra income. And they like to help others reach their goals. These are 7 just really things that are important to us, important to our hearts, that you can listen to, and they give you great clues on who to talk to about Park Lane. Hey, thanks for watching this week's News at Noon.